So Sean, I just linked in the chat 5e tools. It's basically every published D&D book put online in a really readable way.
Okay. Thank you.
Keep in mind the wiki is wrong at sometimes, so it is not like the go-to for genuine. Like, if hey, this is a rule we're going to be using all the time, go read the book.
Hey, Sean,
Is this
yeah, you don't have to listen.
Wikidot? Because
No, no, no. 5e dot tools.
gotcha. I'm gonna listen to what now?
You don't
Oh,
have
I
to
don't.
listen to players when they tell you something is incorrect in the rules that you're using.
Yeah, like that one
Oh
guy,
yeah,
Ghost.
well, no,
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying if you're the DM.
Yeah, yeah. As
yeah.
the
And as a
DM, I
DM,
don't have to care.
Well,
I've cast a special homebrew spell I like called Deal with It, and they just kind of roll with it.
I mean
That's
that's fair.
There we go.
But if you're gonna play by the rules and you don't know the rules,
No, I do want to delve more into the rules so I have a better basis because some stuff I am just kind of swinging it.
yeah, yeah. Let me find. Hey, Sky, what's up? How was your week? It was good. Give me a second to actually, speaking of which, pull up the rule book for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Oh God, I can't find it. There it is. Okay, all right, I found what I was looking for. Everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we see the wonderfully wicked city of Waterdeep. The night is breaking. The fog is being cut through by the rising sun. All over Waterdeep, from the streets to the rooftops, there's the ever so thin layer of frost. The winter has arrived. The cold is coming. Throughout the city, lamplighters come out for their early shift to put out the glowing candle lights and to usher the drift globes back into their cages so that they can be used again the next night. The early workers get up and load their carts and feed their horses before they set off down the high road to commence with their trade or head out into the to Undercliff to their farms. Guild houses are already starting up work, feeding their workers breakfast before they head into the back to get started on their long day of factory assembly or factory making of anything from weapons to furniture to materials for building houses to textiles. Servants wake up in noble houses and begin preparing their breakfast and cleaning for the morning. And all the way in Troll Skull Alley, we see our heroes, the Half Pints, each asleep in their own rooms, all of which is in the process of being renovated. So there's just as much trash on the floor as the day y'all moved in. You all roll around on squeaky beds that don't have the best of mattresses, and you all think back to what you have done just these past few weeks. A strange man in a black 10-gallon hat said that he had the biggest job ever for you guys, and you followed. You took his suggestions, you tried out to join his crew, and then that man died, leaving you behind only riddles and a stone that spoke in Draconic. Over the next few weeks, you have begun to few weeks. Over the next few weeks, you have begun to unravel those riddles and find the mysteries. Somewhere in Waterdeep, there is a magically hidden vault of 1,000,000 gold coins. So far, there are three groups after it: the Xanathar, the Monster Mobster, and his Thieves Guild. The Beholder also has his eye stalks in every single guild in Waterdeep. The Doom Raiders, a bunch of has-been famous adventurers and famous bards that have turned over to a life of crime in their middle age, trying desperately to get to the Vault of Dragons so they can buy back their bandmate's soul. And then there were the Castellanters, people who were willing to sacrifice their own children to get to the Vault of Dragons so that they could buy power and immortality. Recently, you guys cleared the Castellanters off the map by going undercover at their children's school. You rescued one of their children from being sacrificed, and you tried to save the other one, but he was already heading down a demonic path. In the basement of the school, you cornered Victoro Castellanter and Amala Castellanter, and you had them on the ropes, but they tried to make a deal with the devil to get away from you guys so they could fight for one more day. You guys outbid them, and the devil agreed to help you if only you give him 60% of the Vault of Dragons. Huel, Blinken, and Thorgrin shook the devil's hand and made that bargain. Inchi, however, remains untethered. Since that day at El Torchel Academy, Waterdeep has been on lockdown, while Force Grey and the City Watch and the noble houses investigated what happened there and where the Castellanters went. But the only people that know are the Half-Pints. They've laid low, except for the past weeks, where they have gotten involved in a fight in the City of the Dead, the massive graveyard towards the south of Waterdeep. And then they had to fight off an assassin's guild at the behest of their friend, what's his name? Vincent Trench. The night ended with Vincent revealing that he was a Rakshasa, a typically evil creature born of inhumane rituals, who came to Waterdeep for drawn by its magical energies, and while there he fell in love with the common people, and now fights to protect them against forces that are as evil as the rituals that made him. Last night you also saw that devil one more time. As he came to collect the soul of the leader of the Assassin's Guild, he reminded you that you don't have time to play these games. You need to get to the Vault of Dragons before Xanathar, before the Doom Raiders. You have a lot to do and not a lot of capacity to do it. But what is a thief if not a relentless optimist? Roll initiative.
That sounds familiar. Did you say that in the first session?
Yes, I've said it multiple times.
Ah,
It's kind of Galannis's catchphrase.
okay.
Uh,
That's a 14.
14. Brax got a 16. Got it twice. I assume Schizo's loading up his fancy dice. Huel got a 10. Schizo? Did we get a BRB from Schizo? I guess so.
Oh yeah, initiative, right?
Oh, yeah. Please roll initiative. We're going to see who
Well,
wakes up first. Blinken with the clutch 22. Blinken, you wake up first in your bed. You know that very soon this whole floor that you're on is going to be completely renovated. And Rainier Neverember, your friend that you rescued, even said that he could help y'all with getting new furniture. You know that the business side of this is probably going to fall on you since you're familiar with how guilds work. And you have a lot to do today. You get out of bed and you stretch and shake things out, and you feel the weight of the stone of Aranax around your neck. And as you move about and wake up, the soul of Aranax begins sending images to your mind, images of you riding him into battle like he has always wanted ever since he was a dragon youngling. You stretch your legs and you quietly head downstairs so that you don't bother anybody else, and you walk outside. Because, of course, at Troll Skull Manor, you have to walk outside from your house and then around to go into the bottom floor of your bar. You open the door, and the first thing that hits you is a chilly breeze. You can see that frost has covered the steps and the wood around here. And then at the bottom of the staircase, there sits your friend, Elzerna Castellanter, wrapped in a blanket, drinking some hot tea. She says, "Oh, Mr. Blinken, it's very good to see you. Good morning."
yes, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like we need to do some work here. And I look around and obviously trying to think of where to start first.
She says, there was a messenger here for you earlier. Destry sent you a note, something to do with financial things. It's on the bar by Liff. Mr. Blinken, I wish that things wouldn't change from what they are right now. I like this life. I'm being an adventurer like I've always wanted to be ever since I was young noble. I'm free. I'm learning music. I'm having fun. I feel like I'm making a difference. But I know that we have greater things to do and villains to deal with. Is it ever going to be like this again?
Well, being an adventurer, sometimes there are some slow times, but for the most part, you always encounter something to do. If you're, you know, happy with what it's, being like right now, with the pace and everything, then, it's worth keeping that feeling. Because if you lose it, then you'll lose the, motivation of being an adventurer. Because an adventurer needs some type of motivation, right, to continue on and do whatever you need to do, especially if you're going to deal with some not so good people along the way.
She says, my motivation. I like that sentiment. I want to do good things. For good reasons, Mr. Blinken. Will we be able to do that?
Lincoln rubs his chin and he nods and I say, well, I believe I would. And now I think for the general purpose of this adventuring group, if you will, I think we have good intentions. I'm trying to, go that route. For the most part, I think I'm succeeding in the good intentions. So, I mean, if that is your way of following your beliefs of being an adventurer, then continue getting that feeling because that's how I felt ever since I was little, being an adventurer. Then it just makes me feel all goody inside.
She smiles at that, and that seems to put her mind at ease some. She sips her tea and scoots over to let you pass. And you can head out now and do what you want. You have that note from Destry inside the bar, and then also around sunup is when the construction crew is going to be getting to your house.
Okay, so I'll probably go after the Destry. Nope, not.
All right. Ignore these tokens outside. They're not really there right now. You head into the bar and you are confronted by the mess of renovation. There's cloth thrown everywhere that would have been wrapping like bits of metal and wood that they needed. The walls look great. They've patched up all the holes. They've really been doing a lot of foundational, fundamental work. And then this last day here is going to be for cleaning up and fixing any mistakes and stuff like that. But you know that before they do that, they're going to want confirmation of payment. You walk into the bar, and the first thing you see is Schema Weirdbottle alone, sleeping on your couch here that mice have eaten all the stuffing out of. He clutches a bottle of wine in his hand and he snores loudly. There's also the dead body of a member of the Assassin's Guild just on your floor that y'all left here, and then standing over that body is Lith, who has his arms crossed and he's like patting his foot on the ground, like, why is this dead body in my bar? And
Well,
and then also on the bar top there is a official looking document from Destry.
I look at Liff and I said, I know that should have been cleared. Hold on, I'm gonna go over to the document and see what it says there.
Lith points from the dead body to the drunk gnome and seems to have a problem with both of them being in his bar. But you go over to the note and you pick it up and you begin reading a letter from Destry. I've decided that Destry is going to kind of be your, like, he's going to handle like official documentation and stuff. Like he got a job as a cleric or something in the city hall. Or at some guild that does that stuff. So you can make decisions, and then Destry will handle all the technicalities. And he says, Blinken, today we need to make arrangements for the final payment for the construction guilds and the remodeling guilds. They have your stage set up and ready and all the additions that you wanted. As soon as you lock in the payment at a bank, we will be able to proceed with the final renovations and you can open up the bar. So you already have the gold, Blinken. Y'all got it from getting the endowment at El Torchel Academy. It was 1,200 coins to open up the bar. That included renovation, furniture, and staff for, I think, 2 weeks. When I made that calculation, you have all that gold in the bank. You can go ahead and promise that gold to the construction crews and they can get started, and upon completion they will legally get it. If you want to spend the day making deals with Xanathar, Rainier, other investors, whatever you want, you could get that price lowered, like Xanathar talked to you about, and Rainier, I think, said he would throw in 200 gold coins if y'all were actually going to open up the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Well, at that point, I'll probably try to see if I can find Rainer first, and then go from there.
All right. You know that Rainier has been staying. Uh, Actually, you know what? The sun's up, so guess what Rainier's doing? Probably drinking with Valo at the Yawning Portal.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right. You want to head that way or wait for your friends?
I think I'll wait for my friends first.
All right. Next up in the initiative, I think, is Brax. So, Thorgrin, you wake up. I believe this was the room that you chose, right here. You wake up from falling asleep on the couch. You remember the past couple of days have been crazy. You fought the spirit of one of your ancestors of the Iron Eater clan, and you fought assassins on the rooftops of the docks ward. You met a tiger person called a Rakshasha, and you recall everything else that happened. What do you do when you wake up?
I'm gonna dust myself off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been probably laying there for like, the last day out cold.
Yeah, yeah, y'all had a
Right.
full 24 hours after the Assassin's Guild fight.
So I'm gonna, brush off whatever dust has settled. The room looks how it looks on the map. I have not done anything to it yet.
Yeah, your room is
Uh,
extra messy because you never cleaned it, and also there's all the renovation materials lying around. Thorgan, real quick,
yeah.
you got knocked to below 0 HP last session, right?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't either.
I know I'm at half right now, so I
Okay,
haven't adjusted it.
then I don't think you actually dipped that far down then. Okay, so what do you do?
But I knew, like, you beat the shit out of me.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you did get knocked to 0 HP and then someone immediately healed you. So the last dream moment, the last like thought you have as you're dreaming, right before you wake up, is that ancestor of the Iron Eater clan saying to you, "How many times, boyo, are you gonna need other people to pick your ass up out of the dirt?" And then you wake up. What do you do?
Well, you know how I said I'm gonna brush the dust off? I'm gonna brush whatever dirt I have off as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody picking me up out of the dirt.
Yeah, it's a lot of grit because I think you got dropped onto like a tile roof, and some of it like broke off into you.
I jumped off a roof at one point.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened last
It
night.
was raining, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna dust myself off.
Okay.
Pick any broken tile out that's still in, and my way downstairs.
All right. You walk downstairs and you walk out into the chilly morning air. It's getting to be winter. Is Thorgrim going to buy a shirt or a coat?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. You just walk out and you tough it out. Make sure you don't slip on the frost on the stairs. Elzerna greets you, "Good morning, Mr. Angel," as you walk right past her. And then as you're walking
Hello.
out, you see the owner of the bar that's directly across the street from y'all. Or not directly across the street, it's like a block away. The bar owner that will be your future competition, the halfling Immick. And he walks over to you and says, you there, dwarf man with the tattoos. You're one of the owners of this establishment, correct?"
I'm just staring at him, jaw slightly open. You know, like that groggy, hungover look, like,
Oh yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look like that, and in the most slurred dwarvish you could ever hear. Like, I'm trying like Southern hillbilly dwarvish.
Okay. Yep.
What you want?
He says, "I am going to put in an official complaint to the city. I know that you have a rat problem that you're hiding in there, Mr. Dwarf. You cannot open an establishment that serves food and ale if you have a rat problem. There will be an inspector by later today." And he walks off as he flips his like cape, and you wonder how the hell this early in the morning is he already so pampered and prudish and has such an attitude. And you continue walking off into the bar, and you see Blinken, and then asleep on a chair is Schemo, and then there's the dead body of an Assassin's Guild member that you left on the floor, and Lift stares you down, saying without asking, "Why is there a dead body on my floor?"
Gonna look down at the body, gonna scratch my belly, look back up, still scratching my belly. He messed with us. Don't worry about it. He'll be gone later.
And Lift
And
rolls his eyes and starts to prepare some coffee for all of you.
gonna waddle over to the stool, trip on the body a bit. Fucking people gotta move their shit. Gonna go sit down.
Next to wake up is Inchi. Inchi, you wake up on this bed, and you remember that just a few nights ago, Bonnie was sleeping on this bed while you, like the gentleman Alcy raised you to be, slept downstairs in one of the chair. chairs. You wake up and you find like a long strand of ginger hair on your pillow that Bonnie must have left there a few nights ago. What do you do as you wake up?
And she grumbles and swats the hair off his bed and sniffles, getting up and look around to see if there's any edible food that he had lying around.
There's a few apple cores on the floor.
And she grabs one and nibbles at the edge as he leaves his room.
All right, you leave your room and you walk downstairs to the outside, and when you open up the door, you are hit by the frosty winter air. It's finally here. As your mom would say, I've been feeling it in my ears for a few weeks now. Winter is coming. You walk down the stairs, and Elzerna says, Good morning, Inchi. Everyone's real talkative today, aren't they? Inchi, you continue. You just continue walking on and into the bar. And as you walk into the bar, Liff is pointing at a dead body on the floor and like gesturing to like push it away, push it out, take it out of the bar.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Liff, he's dead.
You saddle up to the bar and Liff pours you a mug of coffee. Y'all have been getting coffee delivered here every day for the workers that are going to be working on renovating your place. And last to wake up is Huel, all the way up in the attic, sleeping on his bed. Huel, the past few days have been crazy, actually. You've been spending a lot of time with the artificer, whose real name you now know is Annabeth. You know that because the salesman, a person that you owe money to, called her by that. The artificer made some kind of deal with him so that she could replace her out of date mechanical parts, her leg, her arm, some of her internal organs, with brand new machinery. And she seems ashamed of that a little bit, but she also seems determined to keep doing it. You also know that one of the keys you need to get into the Vault of Dragons is the Artificer's bismuth heart. You wake up from your dreams, and the first thing you see is little Inchi. And a small red hand pops out of the mouth, forces open the beak of the raven, and then a little imp head comes out and says, Good morning, Huel. How was the dreaming? Kirby? All right. Oh, there he is.
Sick. It's me?
Yeah. So you were sleeping and dreaming about the artificer. Did you hear any of that?
He shot me through. No, sorry. My youngster was just getting home from being out.
Oh, it's
I caught
okay.
the last little bit of Thorgan's.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you need a minute? I can come back to you.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so
I'm good now.
you wake up, you were having dreams about the artificer. You've spent a lot of time with her over the past few days. You saw the ghost of her father and how she clearly has a lot of unresolved issues with that. That ended with her telling her ghost father to just go away and get away from her because she couldn't find a way to communicate with him. And then last night, you figured out the artificer's real name because the salesman appeared and called her by her real name. Annabeth. The artificer has made some kind of deal with the salesman in order to get the mechanical parts of her body replaced with newer, modern ones that don't cause her so much pain. You dream of your dance that you were having with the artificer at the gala a few nights ago, and you were woken up by little Inchi pecking at your shoulder. And when you open your eyes, he says, Good morning, Hewley. How was the dreaming?
I was having the best dream. And you can grab a pillow and I'm going to throw it at him.
He goes,
Stop pecking me.
He gets knocked down to the floor, but he pops right back up, and then he opens his beak, and a red hand comes out and pushes the beak open, and then a little red head pops out, and it's the imp, Mr. Skazelfraz. And he says, Hewley, today's the day. You gotta go pay your 25 gold coins to the salesman.
Oh, is it that day already?
It is that day already, and actually, because Waterdeep was on lockdown for the past 2 weeks, canonically, you owe 3 payments today because you didn't make
3
them
payments.
You didn't make them. So, like, it's been 3 weeks since the part 1 finale, and Waterdeep's been on lockdown, so you haven't been able to go see the salesman at the used cart shop that he has outside of the city. So today you would need to make 3 payments. So 75 gold coins. What do you do?
He'll be rubbing his eyes. His hair's all messy. He's got one eye closed, one eye open. He's just gonna
Oh, you're still in your glam rocker outfit that you wore to the gala. That's been like cut up and like there's blood all over it and like dirt and rain. But you look fabulous. You look like a rock star.
He's kind of looking it over, like the cuts and tears kind of make it look a little bit fancier, so he's gonna keep it on for
Yeah,
now.
hell yeah. You wake up and you groggily walk downstairs, and then you have to walk down another set of stairs into the frosty morning air. And as you walk down the stairs outside, Elzerna is finishing up her tea, and she has summoned the Cannith mandolin, the golden axe, that the lute that used to belong to the Doom Raiders, and she's strumming a few notes of it. And as you walk past her, she says, "Oh, Mr. Huel, could you help me for a second? I'm trying to make a C chord. Where do my fingers go again?"
Yeah, he'll stop and help her. Like, oh, your fingers, it goes up at the top, I think, somewhere.
You help her find it. You might not know the finger placement, but you know what a C chord should sound like, and you help her until she gets it. And she seems happy about that, and she starts playing her little song, and you go on your way round to the inside of the tavern. And when you get in there, your three friends are groggily drinking coffee that Liff has served them. Schemo is asleep in this chair, clutching a wine bottle, and Liff points from you to the dead body of the Assassin's Guild member on the floor, and like clearly would like someone to move the dead body out of his bar.
He'll, like I say, he's got one eye closed, one eye open. He's walking over. He can like rip the sleeves off of his glam rock vest, so it looks just like like a little purple vest.
Yeah,
He's
like
gonna
a
step
vest.
over the body,
Sick.
sits next to Thorgrim, like right next to the body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll have what he's having. I'll point to Thorgrim.
Little
What are you
Inchi.
having? Just lean over and
Thorgrim's too tired to respond. Little Inchi
What? Ooh, where?
flutters and lands at the bar, and Liff immediately swats him away. And little Inchi goes and sits on a stool over here. You guys have a chance to talk about the events of the past few days, talk about your plans for the future, and talk about what you're going to do today. Inchi and Blinken both potentially have business to do with Xanathar or other people, and if y'all want to team up for your factions in roleplay, you can, or you can all go and do your own thing.
So I guess I'll talk to the group and say something like, "Hey, I'm gonna find out what to do with the payment side. We got the money, but I'm gonna see if I can talk to Rayner first to see if he's still wanting to give us some, discount there to 200 gold or whatever that he wanted to invest for us, so that maybe we could actually have a little bit of a money in the bank, so to speak."
And she's tiredly gulping down coffee, some of it like spilling out. Then she sniffles.
A rag
uh,
gets thrown in your face telekinetically by Liff.
and she grabs the rag and throws it backward so that the rag is just cluttering the floor now.
Well-
Inchi, did you mean to throw the rag on the guy's face?
Oh, ha, ha. Hey, guys, I got him on the face.
Liff just
Yeah.
puts the pot of coffee on the counter and just disappears. He's done with your shit for now. You don't know where he
Yeah,
is
yeah.
when he disappears, but he's not here.
Lift's haunting your mother.
Liff's like, I'm
Imagine.
dead, but I'm not dead, you know?
Now whose payments are we talking about? The bars?
Yeah, renovations. Remember, there's people that's going to make this place ready for business.
But I was already digging a hole.
What? No. Oh God. I rub my
Wait,
head.
do they need to know about the hole?
I mean, I don't think so. It's our secret hole.
They don't really need to, because the business is upstairs, not downstairs.
Yeah. The guild foreman is only concerned about what happens above ground.
Yeah, but we're still gonna have to find a way to keep him nosing about downstairs.
Well,
Well, it's not our fault that we all agreed to build a smuggling hole through the basement.
okay, I did not agree to that, but you went ahead and did it anyway.
there's a smuggling hole in the basement.
What? No!
It's for smuggling?
No, it's for getting your family over here without having to pay taxes.
Who's
Yeah,
family?
okay, we're gonna make a bigger hole then.
Jesus Christ.
Let's take this opportunity to actually do some gold management.
Okay.
Thorgren, I know you have a big thing of gold. Inchi, you should have a big thing of gold.
Mhm.
Oh, also in here is 300 gold coins from Vincent Trench and Lady Naira for helping with the Assassin's Guild. Vincent must have dropped it off in the middle of the night.
Yep.
So you have that. And he says, with a note attached to it, my eternal gratitude to my new friends. And when he says
All right.
eternal, he means it.
Is that 300 gold that's split 5 ways?
Yes, but y'all need to pool your money right now to make sure Blinken has 1,300 gold coins to pay for renovations. He has to put that up to get the renovations like completed, and today he's gonna make different deals to try to negotiate it down. But
Yeah.
How much now?
It's what, 1,200, right? That's the total.
yeah, 1,200. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And that is renovating the bar, getting it up to code, adding a few additions. I think on a different copy of this map. No, I remember Huel wanted to build a stage over here. I think is where he wanted to put it, and then somebody else wanted to change something. I'll have to listen to that episode. But those kind of renovations will be done, and then included in that 1,200 is enough to pay staff for 2 weeks. And that also includes like guild fees and stuff like that. So, Thorgren, how much gold do you have?
I have 633.
You should have more than that because you found 1,000 gold pieces in the basement of the school.
That's how much I personally have. I've been adding money to the loot table.
All right, you must have set that aside. So Thorgren has about 600. Huel, how much gold do you have?
Total,
Yeah, total.
I have 135.
Blinken, how much do you have?
Hold on. I wrote it down. I have a total of 320.
And Inchi, how about you?
272. Huel, did you make a big purchase last session? Because we all did get 202 gold.
I didn't.
So you
Add
need
that
an
200.
extra. Yeah, add that 200.
202 to what I have.
Yeah,
I've been falling asleep.
maybe.
I do that sometimes.
Uh,
So I have 337.
okay. Inchi, where did that 200 gold come from?
I remember that chest in the burning down warehouse with the assassins.
Yes.
And she specifically laid that all out on the table the session after and was splitting that gold 5 ways.
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. There was a whole thing about it.
Okay. So, Inchi, how much money do you personally have?
272.
272. Okay, and then shit. I remember y'all found some stuff. Okay.
We do
and
have the
then-
magic items that was also found at the burning place, and we can maybe sell it. I have to look back
Yes.
at it.
I need to look that back up. So when y'all were in the crypt of the Castlanter family during the City of the Dead incident, you found about $200 worth of gold coins. That is technically Elzerna's only inheritance.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, it was like 500 gold coins. That is technically her inheritance. You could ask her for some of it if you want. And then there's the 300 that you just got from Vincent, plus any magic items that y'all want to sell.
True. Yeah.
I mean, I still do got parts of Milton here.
Okay.
And these linens that we stole from the Castellaners.
So we got options.
Inchi, the magic item you found was one ring of swimming and something called beads of force, 4 of them. And then there is the pool of 1,000 gold coins that you got from El Torchel Academy. So y'all actually have a lot of gold. I'm going to upload a picture to the Discord chat. Just a second. Please excuse my horrible handwriting.
Yeah, I think we have a decent amount of gold from what we gathered. Felt like it anyway.
Yep. Okay, I just sent that picture. It should load soon.
Oh, yeah.
So as a group, y'all have your individual gold that you just listed out, and then as a group from your adventures, you have 1,800 gold. That includes the stash from, or no, I'm sorry, y'all have 1,300 gold. That's the payment from Vincent and the endowment you found at the school. That 500
Yeah.
in the picture is Elzerna's inheritance.
Okay. So yeah, I'll tell the group. Yeah, I mean, It probably would help if I talk to Rainer, see if he wants to help invest, because it'll be $200 cheaper, or 200 gold cheaper.
And we can use most of his money for the loan or the payment.
Yeah,
Yeah, make it rain.
his name is Rainer.
Yeah,
I get it.
Rainer.
You're getting smarter here.
So, are we thinking of selling stuff anyways?
I mean, if we want to, yeah. I'm not
Okay,
opposed
because
to it.
here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start opening the suitcase and go to shake it upside down
No.
while I'm sitting on the bar stool.
Yeah, I robbed you
Still a
last
dead
time
body.
for something.
What?
I robbed
Uh,
Morgan, dude.
So here's an updated list of the contents of the
Oh,
briefcase.
Jesus.
So bottom to top is the order it falls out in. So it starts with the body.
Okay.
Oh God.
And then a silver star that is clearly painted purple bounces off him. And so on. I'm just gonna shake till it's empty.
Yeah.
So
If nobody wants that glamour studded leather armor, I'll snatch it.
Yeah, you can take it.
anything that's grayed out, it's already been cleaned by someone. I forgot to remove it.
Yeah, that one.
That's
I'm gonna snatch
Elven
that.
Kind and Bugbear Strength.
Yeah.
Huel, that is leather armor that is made with some gold lace and stitching into it and has a magical effect. It has +1 to AC, and it looks like you're not wearing armor. As soon as you put it on, it kind of just disappears from sight. You can feel it there, but no one else would be able to see it. This was taken off the body of Victoro Castellanter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely snatch it.
All right. Oh, Thorgrin, you should also have. Remember, Lady Nyra gave you a special sigil that gets you favorable treatment from the City Watch if you ever get in trouble with them. It ensures that you will be taken to court or jail. They won't execute you on the street.
What was her name? Lady.
Nyra. Nyra. Vincent Trench's noble friend. The woman that you danced with at the gala.
Hey, look, Thorgrin dances with a lot of women. Okay,
And punches them.
if they don't dance with him.
He said, "Oh, you want equal rights? They come with equal lefts."
God damn it.
I was there.
I was.
It says AC 12 modifier AC +1. Does that mean I have 13 AC
Yes.
or just +1?
I think it adds to your dex, doesn't it? With the
Well, 12 plus 1 plus dex for leather
Yeah.
armor is how it was, I believe. Because it's a base leather armor +1 because it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
that's 13.
all the stuff. So it's 13 plus whatever your dex modifier is for leather armor.
My dex is 0.
Fantastic.
Okay, well,
Yep, your armor class is
there's your AC.
13.
If you want it.
It's actually 29.
Yeah, okay.
29.
Yeah, you guys read that.
29 AC. I was there. I remember the days of Mass Effect.
I was there, Gandalf.
Oh, were you the Krogan?
He was the Krogan, yes.
I was
Ah, man.
He was first the. I came up with that idea because he keeps playing as a Krogan.
I do wish it could have went into that playing an adept. If I knew the party loadout,
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
what I would have gone with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
would have
think,
been cool.
If you ever want to do a sequel Mass Effect campaign, Schizo, I'd be down.
Oh yeah,
I
I'd
will
jump right on
eventually.
that.
Yeah, I'd probably think of something because, it is one of those things that, especially since it's one of those where I think, was it Count and Kirby was thinking about like going after the bounty of Opal. So yeah, there could be something.
That'd be good. I would also.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't like made a game out of the war between the humans and Garrus's race.
Oh yeah.
Hurrians?
Yes.
The first
Yep,
contact war?
Turians.
Yeah, the first contact war.
That's just fun.
That would be really cool. At least like DLC or something. Like
You know
like,
they're
Yeah,
saving
yeah.
it as like a
Listen.
clutch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh hey, the company's going bankrupt. We need something to save us.
Yeah, there's allegedly a game in development, but
Yeah, I mean they were really trying to make headway on it, but it seems like they really had to sell out their company because they were just going under. BioWare, that they've been making mistakes left and right since Anthem.
Oh God,
I
and
wish I wish they continued to work on Star Wars 1313 personally, because that would have been
yeah,
badass.
yeah, I heard
A
that was
proper
sick.
proper Dragon Age sequel I'd kill for.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Veilguard.
Oh, was Veilguard bad?
It's not as what
It's
people thought. Yeah.
it's certainly bad in the sense where it ignores your entire play history. BioWare is known and great for carrying on the choices throughout games. Veilguard made it where 3 choices from the third game gets passed over, and that is it.
Damn.
Kind of like Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but
I
it
didn't hate
wasn't.
it either. It's just it's different. That's all there is.
I would have honestly preferred if they made a sequel to that because
Yeah,
touching on
yeah,
Shepard's legacy is going to be real touchy.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are all kind of taken out of your talking as Schemo falls out of this chair as he tries to get up, and he picks himself up with some effort, and you hear all his old bones crack and pop, and he walks over to the bar and continues drinking that bottle of wine he fell asleep clutching, and he says, "Oh, good morning, half pints. How's everything go at your fancy gala? Is that a dead body on the floor?"
Yeah, you might want
Uh,
to help us out with that because that's been there for quite a while now, right? Like,
Yeah, it
those
was.
are 2 dead bodies, actually.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
well,
because you
technically,
dumped
yes.
out the previous
Yeah, yeah.
supporter. Schema
That
says, "Is that a
reminds me.
wand of the war mage? Can I have that?"
Liff! What's his name? Bartender!
Yeah, lift.
Liff, yeah, Liff. The only thing that appears behind the bar where Liff usually is a broom.
I'm gonna point at the second body. Look at what the gnome left!
He throws the broom at you.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so Blinken, I assume you're gonna take that 1,200 gold to the bank and then go see Rainier.
Yeah, for the most part, I'll go ahead and take the 1,200, and I'll tell the group. I'm gonna talk to Rayner, see if he's still interested on helping us with the 200, at least to get a little bit of a discount in room. So,
Are you hitting any of the stores on the way by?
I mean, I could. I'm sure we could stop by somewhere. Why? Do you want to shop?
Yeah. I think it's a shopping session.
I mean,
I mean a shopping day.
I mean, we could. We could on the way. Yeah.
I need to see a doctor.
Why?
I'm having heart problems.
Is it because you? Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Oh,
I need to go see my mommy and maybe a mind flare.
What? Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no whore. Thieves
Yeah.
guild business.
so like,
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
gonna deal with that at some point?
I don't know. You
That's
want to
just
come?
not safe to have around.
I might be threatening the mind flare. A bodyguard might be nice.
Uh, can I do
mean,
my
not with like.
shopping first?
Yeah, it probably would be best.
Elzerna walks in the door. She has her hair dyed blue these days, and she says, "Mr. Angels, there's some construction people here that need to speak to you before they get started." Oh my, guys, you didn't do anything about the body? We're about to have guests.
You lift the bodies, okay? Just take it out of here. We need to take care of this before we do, like, you know.
Well, I can't. I'm injured.
I just
What?
Look, I'm
at
still picking. I'm still picking. Things to tile out of my shoulders.
Just stick the 2 bodies back into the bank till they go, and we can put them back on the ground when they leave.
Fine. I'm gonna bend down and grab a body, and I'm gonna start lifting. Oh, my back! And I'm gonna fall onto the body.
Okay.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, let's see how convincing. I mean, oh no, Thorgan.
I knew I should have put my skill point to deception, but I'm like, no, insight makes more sense. Fuck.
No
We're
one,
going for a 6.
absolutely no one believes you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I just-
like, my back. Oh, I'm gonna look up, like, stop, look up at you guys.
Everybody's just like staring at you with the same bored expression on their face.
Itchy's just sipping his coffee and watching.
Yeah, Huel's drinking tea. He's just
It's kind of like, for me, I picture Blinken looking at him like, in Toy Story where Woody's looking at Buzz Lightyear saying that he can't breathe. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like right now.
That's a good pull.
All right.
Shit.
Do something about the bodies, for the love of God.
We do.
Zena
I'm gonna
says,
put
"Just
them
throw them
in the
hole."
fireplace.
There you go. Just put him in a hole. God damn.
My family's supposed to live in there.
I'm sure we'll deal with the bodies
We'll hide
after
them in the
fact that we
walls.
renovated.
Whatever.
All right. I'm gonna say you hide them in the basement because the construction crew doesn't go there.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
hiding them
yeah.
in the walls of the tunnel.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I guess.
So as Thorgrin like just drags these bodies slowly over here, and like you can hear the sound of the bodies dragging on the floor, Schemo says, "Oh, hey, Blinken, I can get you stocked up on some really good fancy wines and ales. I have my contacts from my bar owning days. About 100 gold coins, and I could get us some top shelf stuff. Really put your name out there, and then the key is you save the bottles." And fill that up with the cheaper ales. Charge the same price, too.
Ooh, I like that idea, actually. I might do that because, well, I'm hoping that Rainer will help us out with the 200 gold anyway, because once that's cleared up, I think I might take you up on that offer.
He says, yeah, go put your 1,200 in escrow. Can I have the 100 gold coins today so that we can have it by opening tomorrow?
Can you just wait a little later? Because, are you still going to be here? I'm sure you are, right?
He says, you guys are kind of my friends now, so yes.
Okay,
The
well-
tower's pretty lonely when you're by yourself.
Who said we're friends?
Okay, you calm down there, buddy.
I'm your friend Schemo, says Elzerna, the child.
I mean, I'm your friend too. I don't know about this idiot.
Okay, so Blinken, let's get you over to the yawning portal. I'll say on your way there, you stop by this group of workers out here. You show them that you're going to take the money to the bank, so they agree that they're going to go ahead and get started. While they're working today, nobody can be in the building.
Okay.
So you head to the bank, you make your official deposit. I assume you're doing this all in your name, right? Your real name?
Yeah, I probably would be the only one that has somewhat of a clean name compared to the other one.
That has a bank account.
Yeah.
So you stop off there. You sign all the documents. It's in escrow, so it's gonna leave the account once the work has been completed.
Yep.
Okay, and you head over to the yawning portal. Thorgrin, what are you gonna be doing today? Shopping?
I'm going go around shopping along the way.
You were cutting out there. What'd you say?
I'm gonna do some shopping with Schizo.
Okay.
I said I was gonna walk with him up there.
Okay,
Yeah.
dokie. All right, Inchi, you're going to go to your family, to the Thieves Guild. What's up?
And she hollers out to the guys before they leave. I need to go visit my mommy. Do we reconvene and go to see the Thieves Guild later?
I mean, we could meet at the yawning portal at a certain time.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all agree to meet at the yawning portal for lunch. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
All right. Hewley, what will you be doing today?
going to try to find a doctor or a healer just to inquire about a few things.
Are you talking about Dr. Avi or just a doctor?
Any doctor that's not Dr. Avi.
Fantastic. Who wants Elzerna to tag along with them?
I mean,
Or
I
actually, she would
don't
step-
mind bringing her, but
She would step out. Inchi, Mr. Inchi, can I go to Soup Hut Village with you?
Yeah, all right, come on.
All right, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and then Schemo will pal around with Huel. Does that sound good, Huel?
okay.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Blinken and Thorgrin are going to the yawning portal after stopping at the bank. Thorgrin, what kind of shopping did you want to do?
I'm going to go across the street to that blacksmith. Like the first thing we do.
Okay.
And I'm going to order because I had a custom weapon ordered.
Okay.
Forgot what they were.
Oh, yeah, you got knives on the end of your chains.
Yeah. So we're gonna reforge all of this into basically like knuckles, but like a solid blade on
So,
the end.
so the fire Ganashi and the water Ganashi, these elemental beings of magical power that use their fire and water to smith these weapons, say, "Oi, sir, some of our finest work was made putting swords on the end of these chains." And then you say, "Scrap it, melt it down, and make something else." Is that what you say, Thorgrim?
I mean, I think I said that. Yeah.
Okay. And they say, "It took us a week to melt down that infernal metal. Do you know how goddamn hot that has to get to melt or smelt? Whatever. It'll be,
I paid you in full. I don't see any issue. Like, you know what? You know, you're right. I'm gonna keep the
Lincoln
one
just
sword
shrugs.
because it is very nicely built. So I'm gonna
yes,
keep the one,
yes. It is very nicely made.
but the
Like,
chain you can melt it.
okay, so you have an infernal sword.
Hey, Blanken,
What?
it's like a long sword, right?
I think, sure, yeah, that can be what you ordered.
Uh, Wait, no, Schizo. Are you
Uh,
proficient with long swords?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. I think it's short swords. I'm double
I was gonna
check.
say short swords make more sense because I was thinking of like whipping them around. Who would do that with a long sword? That's too long.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
can it be a short sword?
Yeah, yeah.
simple weapons, martial weapons. I
All right.
am proficient on those. Okay.
Yeah. So, hey, here's a infernal short sword.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, and what are you asking the fire and water Ganashi to make? Oh, one of these guys is actually named Avi in the books. Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, so those knuckle knives, one each, with a plate over the hand, tacked it. I'll draw it up later so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then just knives. Make the rest of them knives,
He
like
says,
daggers.
would you like actual daggers with grips, or are you talking like throwing knives here?
Uh, Mix.
He says, okay, that's going to be, we're going to have to remelt this infernal metal. It'll take us a while. 150 gold coins.
I pull 150 out.
All
Okay,
right.
done.
He says, it will, of course, be the finest quality, as ever. Thank you very much. And then the woman says, thank you very much. And y'all leave the steam and steel. Thorgren, did you want to do other shopping?
I'm gonna put a list together of stuff I'm just gonna sell. So let's jump to someone else for a minute.
Okie dokie. Next up is Inchi. Inchi, you walk out of Troll Skull Manor and you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the sewer access. You walk past Corleon's Crown, the greenhouse, you walk past the Bent Nail and the Steam and Steel, and you head over to the sewer.
Uh,
And what's up?
oh, wait, sorry. Why am I getting the sewer?
You can leave the city that way.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh, can I leave through like the main gates, or do I need to sneak through
no, you can go through the main
the sewer?
gates.
All right. Am I allowed to ride a horse through the streets?
Yes, of course.
All right. As soon as Inchi like gets to a back alley or something, uh, he casts Phantom Steed,
Oh, hell
and
yes.
he casts it so that the horse is kind of laying down, and he snaps at the girl. Hop on.
Oh, yeah, Elzerner.
It's a pup. Yeah, it's a puppy. Get on.
All right, and she hops on with you, and you are two equally sized people on the back of this horse, and you ride off. Does your phantom steed look unique in any way?
Uh, no, it just looks like a horse with I'm gonna say white but with black spots. But according to the spell, it comes with a saddle and like satchels and all that. And he took the time to like put all of his gold that he's bringing to his mother into the satchels and all that before he just rides off.
All right, Inchi, you ride off on a phantom steed through the city of Waterdeep, weaving between carts and other horses and people setting up their shops on the side of the road. When you were young, did you ever think that you'd be riding a magical horse through a city as grand as this?
Not particularly, but it's It's also not something that I don't think really dawns on him. It's just he's traveling from one place to the next.
All right. As you gallop along, Elzerna laughs. She's clearly having a great time on the Phantom Horse. And y'all ride off towards the southern gate. Let's see. And then there's Huel and Schemo. So Schemo says, this doctor that you're looking for, are you looking for like a real doctor or like, happy doctor that can give you the stuff that makes you feel good?
No, Schemo, I'm looking for a fake doctor. Listen, I just got a few questions to ask her. It can be any doctor, you know?
He
Back
says,
alley doctor, a fancy doctor.
okay, I know back alley doctors and fancy doctors. Back alley ones are easier to reach at this hour. Come on. And he starts walking with you towards somewhere. I will pick a spot when we come back to you. Thorgren, do you have any more shopping to do? Not
I'm
ready?
still putting the list together. Stuff I'm selling.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and take you to that Dr. Huel. Oh shit. I was moving around the tokens in Troll Skull Alley and y'all were on the yawning portal map. Oops. So Schemo takes you over to not there because you've already been there. Over here in the Sea Ward of Waterdeep, close to the West Gate. By the House of the Moon, there is a kind of like a pop-up clinic. You know, a few doctors and people with medical knowledge and medical magics are coming out of the temple, the House of the Moon, and they are providing free services to people in need. There's already a line of about 15 people, some with broken bones, some with what look like infected cuts, some of whom seem to have like rashes on their skin. And then Schemo says, "Come on, come on. These guys, they don't know what they're doing. Just basic healing word spells. We gotta see the big guy." And he takes you through the House of the Moon courtyard over to a side that's kind of shaded against the rising sun, so it's not right in your eyes. And there is a man wearing all white there with these thick, round glasses, and he is smoking Huel, something that you respect. A very, very long pipe. And he says, "Ah, Skamo, it has been a while, hasn't it? What is it going to be this time? Another facelift for one of you and your bandmates? Some happy pills? Did one of you ingest poison again?" And Schemo says, "No, no, Doc, I'm clean these days. Well, I'm better these days. We're here for my buddy Huel. He's got some questions to ask you." And he says, "Yes, my name is Dr. Moonstar Alley. How can I help you?"
Nice to meet you, Mr. Alley. Is it
Pleasure.
mind if I partake in that fine substance you have there? And I'll point to his pipe
He says, "Oh,
before I
yes.
indulge you.
Oh, yes, yes. This is a particular type of tobacco that's grown in the Northlands. They call it Virginia Slims. It's nice and cool when you inhale it."
Right.
Yeah, Huel's got his arms crossed. He's gonna grab it with the mage hand. He's not even gonna uncross his arms. He's gonna like use the mage hand to smoke it.
Hmm.
Like puffs it a few times.
You take
Like he's
a long puff on it, and it cools your mouth and throat, and it's delicious, just like real cigarettes. Oh, it's amazing. I want a cigarette so fucking bad.
he's puffing it like he's sipping a fine wine or tasting it like every grain, every ounce of it. You know, he's like, that's some good stuff.
He says,
So like the mage hand's gonna bring it back to him.
"Quite. I can sell it to you by the pound if you want some. But I assume that's not what you're here
Ah,
for."
you know, you may have piqued my interest, but before I get too distracted, he's gonna like we're in like a hut or something, or we're just like out in the open. Like,
You're off in a secluded area, and Schemo seemed pretty comfortable talking to this guy out in the open. It seems like this is a safe space. This is a safe
even though there's
space
no
for
one
the
around,
gods. Yeah.
I'm still gonna look very paranoid. He's gonna like look left, look right, like make sure no one's around. He's gonna start like asking Mr. Alley some questions. He's like, "How much do you know of the human heart?" And I'm gonna cast minor illusion, like obviously not hostile or anything, like just kind of
Yeah.
show him, like holding up my hand, like a bit, like basically I'm showing him an image of the bismuth
Bismuth.
that I saw in the art of the bismuth, like the crystal in the artificer's heart.
Okay. So how we've been calling it the bismuth heart, because that's just what y'all were calling it, but it's not actually her heart. She has a real heart. The chunk of bismuth sits inside her chest, and it actually pushes her organs around and pokes into them. But she needs that because that's what handles all the magic that fuels her abilities and the parts of her body that need it, like her arm and leg. So you can. Do you want to conjure an image of like what that would look like?
Yeah, like the crystal powering everything, because it's like a 5 foot cube.
This
I would
is.
show like a heart connected to like
Hmm.
a body, like the
Yeah.
bismuth center and
Yeah. He says, "Oh, my, one of these cases. I've read a few about these from some missives I got from a scholar at Candlekeep. This is quite primitive artificial mechanization of a living being. Very, very primitive work. One of the problems with doing a method such as this is the bismuth is the way it's structured. See how it's all square and at right angles? That is really good for conducting the flow of magic that one's body can naturally produce into powering low-level machinations. But it is impossible to take out once started. Some of the best scholars and engineers of our times are trying to work on something that can be taken out or replaced with something smaller. There are even people that are trying to make artificial bismuth, but right now it's even more expensive than actual bismuth. Most unfortunate for the people that have it. The bismuth does not grow properly with the body. The body grows around the bismuth.
he's got his arms crossed and he's like patting his foot on the ground. He's thinking, I mean, surely there's got to be something similar. Like steel and iron are very similar. Isn't there something similar to bismuth that we could use to do a little switcheroo? I'm going to be straight with you, Mr. Ali. If I don't do this, I'm going to have to rip the heart out of somebody.
And Schemo says, "Yeah, if only someone had been trying to do that before you got involved." Let me Google bismuth.
God damn it.
He was
My
clueless, bro. He's completely clueless.
To answer your question from before, I just dropped a new picture of the inventory of stuff that I'd be willing to sell out of it if no one has any objections.
Yeah, everybody take a look at that before Thorgren starts selling stuff. How would you Google, are there crystals similar to bismuth? Okay.
Wasn't there gauntlets of ogre's power as well?
Gauntlets of ogre strength. I believe.
Yeah, I removed them because someone took them.
Who took them?
I think that was you.
Yeah.
It was me. I think I robbed you for
Oh
those,
my
and then it was
God.
the studded leather gems, dude. Or the studded leather.
Jesus Christ.
The glamour jacket?
Yeah.
Because I removed
Is it-
that too.
There's a flashback to Huel just robbing Thorgan. Like he's going through his bag and he's giving it to us. Huel's robbing it anyways. So, yeah,
Like
take that.
I'm mid handing it to you and you just open
Yeah.
it
You
and
just
start tearing
take it
shit
in,
out.
yeah.
I'm like, no, you're not giving this to me. I'm stealing it. And I forgot I stole it.
You can't give it to me if I take it.
All right, so Dr. Alley says there are quite a few similar crystals to bismuth, none of them quite as good. Bismuth, with its properties to be able to handle the flow of magic, is unparalleled. There are some people that are trying to make halite do similar things. Halite is a particular kind of salt, has that nice geometric shape, but the closest alternative right now is covalite. It has a similar structure to bismuth, but it's not as perfect. It's much more jagged, but it is able to uh, conduct magic in a similar way, but at about half of the efficiency.
Let's say if it was to get some of this, even if it was just to not kill them, or I think it would stabilize a person if I made the switch.
Also, Dr. Alley is not in any way concerned about you talking about killing someone. Seems like he's had conversations like this before. And also, your mage hand is just passing that long Virginia Slim pipe back and forth between you two as you're taking
Yeah,
hits.
as this conversation's going on, just like the hands going around, like
Yep. Taking like you're Matthew McConaughey smoking a cigarette down to like the very last bit, looking at his phone. But it's just a picture of the artificer.
I can see, Mr. Alley, that this isn't your first dealings with people dying and such. I can see from your demeanor, but this person means something to me, so
So, Corvalite is much cheaper. It's about a third of the cost. See, a chunk of bismuth the size that you're talking about right there is itself about 5,000 gold coins. A similarly
Oof.
sized chunk of Corvalite Corvalite will
Yeah, he
run
starts
you.
coughing
Yeah.
on the smoke. 5,000.
No,
Passes it back to him.
that's not right. It's 10,000. I purposely made an absurdly high
10,000.
number so that you could
Um,
buy your way out of having to kill the artificer. Um,
Oh, I thought 5,000 was a lot, but you pulled up the rug from it. You said 10,000.
he says,
Oh, Schemo. You didn't
Schemo
tell me he
says,
was a clown, too.
hey,
damn.
hey, don't you ever insult Dr. Alley, all right? He can find you the best stuff at the best prices.
I'm just making a joke.
So he
He's giving me
says,
more than enough, and it's a proper answer.
he says, a similar sized chunk of Corvalite will run you about 2,500 gold coins. Much more doable, still quite difficult. The issue is, one, it's extremely dangerous to take the bismuth heart out, even for a moment. In order to do this switch, whoever it is would need to be sedated for quite a long time, and then Corvalite is often called the stone of the third eye. It's believed to enhance inner vision, intuition, and communication with yourself. So, whoever this person is, if they are at conflict with themselves, they might reject the Corvalite. However, if they are in internal harmony, it would be much easier for the Corvalite to take hold. And then, of course, their magical abilities would be reduced by half.
Seems like she's got a lot of quarrels with her long deceased father, but I think she's fine herself.
He says, what woman doesn't?
Puff on the pipe, yeah. I suppose.
You ever feel like we're competing with men we could never be compared to?
Yeah. Born in a cradle
Yeah.
made of dragon coins.
Says, damn shame. So, I could put some feelers out. I could get some Corvalite through my contacts outside the city, or check and see if anyone imports it in the Docksward for you.
Yes, keep an ear to the ground, and any of that comes along, let me know.
I'll keep an ear to that ground, but as a DM, that's going to cost you 2,500 gold coins.
Yes.
Find out where it is and steal it.
I'm checking my little gold coin purse, and I only see there's 300 in there. I must have left my fatter coin purse in my other pants. You see, I'm gonna show them like my ripped up vest and everything.
He says, I don't expect payment now, especially if you're a friend of Schemo's. I know you'll come up with it somehow through perfectly legal means. And Schemo says, yeah, for sure, bud. This is all straight by the code legal, absolutely.
Everything on up and up. I give him a wink as I'm saying it.
All right. Huel, if you have any more questions for Dr. Alley, we will come back to you. Let's see. All right. Inchi, you and Elzerna spend about 30 minutes, I think, riding through the city of Waterdeep as it opens up, and you exit through the south of the high road, heading out of the river gate, and then you ride through the countryside all the way over to Soup Hut Village out in Undercliff. And this would be Elzerna's first time coming here. As you get closer and closer to Soup Hut Village, you start to see little structures made in these grand, thick trees that are bigger than so big that three humans like trying to form a circle around the tree wouldn't be able to reach each other. These massive, thick redwoods that all these nobles want to cut down and use for lumber. And Elzerna says, Inchi, this is where you grew up. This place is amazing. And what is that smell? It smells delicious.
Soup.
Soup.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of soup right in that middle hut right there. You see that one?
Says the one with the smoke coming out of it. Yes. And are these your friends? And she points at all the goblins that are like poking their heads out to look at you riding around on this horse.
Of course not, silly girl. That is Uncle Billy right there. Or Bill D. I don't know. There's uncles, there's cousins, there's aunts. I lose track of them all. I've got like 8 siblings amongst these. I'd ignore all of them.
She says, hi, Uncle Billy, and y'all ride on, and then goblins start appearing out of the trees and on the path beside you, and they go, hey, Inchi, think you're a big guy riding around with your horse, huh? How about you take me for a ride sometime?
And she hops off his horse, grabs a rock, and chucks it at him. Hey, get.
Uncle Inchi, always throwing rocks. Inchi, you pass through the gates into Suput village, and you notice that the gates have been changed slightly. There are now like these stones blocking the path, with these sharpened, big trunks of wood sticking out of them, pointing towards the direction of the path. And you can see that there are a few ruby rabbits patrolling your town with weapons, along with goblins that they are training in defense. Some goblins are working with the ruby rabbits. Some of the goblins completely avoid the ruby rabbits. And you walk into the middle of Suput village, and you can see your mother, Alcy, giving out bowls of food to different goblins and some ruby rabbits. And she says, "There you are, guys. Everybody go ahead and eat up. Get all the energy you need for the day, for your training or for chores, whatever we have to do. And Throm, Sinesh, you guys come get some too, okay?" Inchi, you can see that there are a few goblins here, your mother, and then Throm Stoker Cause and Sinesh of Thresh, the frog person.
Oh, good. For some reason, I thought Sinesh died in the Castle encounter, but I'm glad he survived.
No. Yeah, he made it out with the other ruby rabbits that were held captive.
Gotcha. I know that they were getting fucked up for a minute.
Yeah, they were getting fucked up for a minute. I think Sinesh passed out when Victoro did his final attack.
Okay, that might be what I'm remembering.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So yeah, Sinesh is nursing a few burn marks, but he seems to be plenty well taken care of. And then Throm Stoker Cause, the massive turtle, leans down and plucks the bowl out of your mother's hand, and it looks so tiny in his hand compared to you, where the bowl is about the size of your head. And he says, "Thank you, Ulcie. The revolution always needs fuel." And Ulcie says, Yeah, Throm. None of that stuff before I've had my breakfast, okay? Inchi, what do you do?
Hey, big guy. Been a while.
Inchi, the arms smuggler. Welcome back home. Do you like the defenses that we made? Have you seen your brothers and sisters training?
I'm surprised they haven't stabbed themselves with their own spears.
He said, Oh, there
So,
have been a few close calls, but nothing that discipline will not fix. And you see Alcy kind of like looks at him sideways when he says discipline.
good. We need it if we need to kill every noble that comes here. Every
Okay.
single one.
You also notice that the ruby rabbits that are wandering around are using those spears that you stole from Growlhound Warehouse and that you gave to them in order to get the ruby rabbits' help with confronting the Castellanters.
Hmm?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So that happens. You notice that. And your mother says, "Oh, Inchi, my little boy. Oh, I'm sorry. My little man. Oh, it's so good to see you. I heard the city was on lockdown after something terrible happened at some academy there. Just awful business." And Sinesh goes, Yeah. Wonder who did that. And Elzerna
Hey, we did
says,
that.
and Alcy says, "Inchi, my boy, you were involved in that? Oh, are you okay? Did anybody hurt you?"
Well, I mean, that's how fights go. I mean, people hurt me, I hurt them. But I hurt them worse.
Inchi, are you getting into fights in the city? Is it unsafe there? You know you can always come back here to Suput Village.
Oh no, it's safe. I start fights and I don't know, it's fun.
She kind of doesn't know what to say to that. Um, and Elzerna steps up and says, "Hello, Miss Alcy. I'm your son's friend. My name's Stacy." And she needs to roll a deception check. She adds +2 to that. Oh, also I leveled up Elzerna to level 3, so she has more than 10 health points now.
Hey,
She's like a low-level Pokemon that you let fight in the battle for one turn, and she gets 2 levels off of it.
I dig it.
Yeah. Okay, so she says that her name is Stacy. She doesn't fuck up that deception check. And Alcy says, "Oh, well, hello there, little girl. Oh, I'm so happy that my boy is making friends with children." And she shrugs and goes into the soup hut to get y'all both a bowl of fresh breakfast stew.
I'm not her friend, I just give her puppies. Okay.
And Sinesh and Throm both look at you and go, "Pause?"
Oh no, I mean it's puppies of all sizes.
Pause?
God damn.
No, and she pulls out a card from the deck of illusion
My
and
God.
just chucks it down into the ground.
What is
Let
it
me
this time?
get that. Yeah. Let me get that generator up. Uh, what's an Erinyes? Erinyes.
How do you spell that?
Erinyes. I feel like this one may have already been pulled. I remember something about Elzerna like want to be like her whenever she grew up.
I think this is what you pulled out when you were trying to intimidate a shop owner so you could steal their meat and bread.
That's
Right.
the Medusa.
Oh, okay. I don't remember this, so I'll let you pull it out if that's cool with you.
All right. Well, he says, "Yeah, like this puppy," and he throws out a card, and then up pops this winged woman, Erinyes, just up in the soup hut.
And out pops a woman like in this completely black armor with like red highlights wherever it catches the sun. Her face is completely pale, and she has these dark black and red wings and a massive sword at her side. And she says, "Who dares step in my domain?" And Throm Stoker and Sinesh look at it like kind of impressed, and they take a sip of their soup.
Yeah, puppy.
And Elzona says, "I want to be just like her when I grow up." And your mother comes out and gives you some soup and stuff. Actually, she invites you into the soup hut itself, while Thromstoker and Sinesh go and check on their ruby rabbits. And Alcy says, "Oh, okay. Well, I hope everything is going good for you in the city." And hey, have you managed to talk to one of them fancy law Noah people about maybe getting a deed to our land? You know, Throm said that there's something called squatters' rights. And then he also said that property rights are an illusion made up to justify the rule of the elite, and I stopped paying attention.
Mm. I think deeds are kind of expensive, and I'm paying off this bar. Uh, you know what? I will do my best to measure the little girl. Is it parameter?
Perimeter, Inchi.
The the perimeter of our land, and I will try to buy it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Uh,
don't forget, it's not just the village where we live. It's the outer trees where your second and third cousins live up in the high branches. It's the river where we get all our water from, and it's the couple of fields that we have about half a mile down the trail where we're growing all our vegetables.
and she casts fuck, what is it called? A minor image, and it's just a tape ruler extending out across the lawn. Mm, yeah, it's gonna take a minute for me to consider all that.
This is we're gonna call it a solid acre of land. And she says, "Yeah, Inchi, if you could just figure that out, I am of course grateful to Throm and Sinesh for their help in their protection and training, but frankly, I don't like them being around the younger goblins so much. They put ideas in their head of revolution and fighting and violence, and I'm not gonna tell anybody not to do something, but Inchi, down a path such as that, there's only misery. You gotta fight when someone brings the fight to you, but taking the fight to someone else, I don't really agree with that."
Yeah, I saw cousin Tierney hanging on one of those spiked spear things in the trunk. It'd be a lot of misery if I got to hear her cry again.
Yeah,
Big old
your mom
crybaby.
kind of looks out the window and says, Inchi, the whole reason me and your father convinced the rest of the Goblin clan to move here from Neverwinter was 'cause I just got tired of seeing warfare all the time. It's hard out there for us goblins, everywhere. And the past, how old are you, Inchi?
Ah, shit. Let me. What is the average? No, not average. What's the max age of a goblin? Goblin lifespan. Okay, 60 years. I want to say, and she is a good ripe old 20.
And for the
Maybe.
past 20 years, I've enjoyed raising you in the peace of Waterdeep. When you have to be a soldier, when you have to fight, it does a lot of things. Throm mentioned the discipline earlier. You want to know what the discipline he's doing is? If someone messes up on a training exercise, they have to stand for for 24 hours with their arms outstretched, just outside. The rain, snow, cold, hot, he doesn't care. He says that it builds a discipline and it gets the contradictory thoughts out of their mind and turns them into better revolutionaries. And I understand discipline, but that just doesn't sit right with me. And I'd really like these ruby rabbits to get out of our village, but I also want us protected. I don't know what to do, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, mommy, do you want nobles to come here, steal our soup, and I don't know, stab us? These guys, they know how to fight. So if we stand, we stand.
She says it's not as simple as that, Inchi. It's never that simple. Oh, I wish your father was here. He could always calm my nerves.
Mm, well, your nerves need some soup, and some gold. And she pulls out his satchel and starts dumping out gold on the floor. Let me see. Can you suffice with 100? I've got some bar payments to deal with.
And she says, "Oh my, with 100, that would be incredible, Inchi. That'd be really good. We could buy the good meat, which we're gonna need for the winter, and we can buy it pre-salted. Oh, this is gonna be so good for trade." And Elzerna pipes up and says, Miss Ulcie, could I also give you some gold?" And she puts 50 gold coins from her inheritance down on the table.
At a girl, and she just kind of he tries to pat her on the head, but it's more of a smack.
She takes it like a champ. Uh, uh,
God damn.
and Elzerna says, and she looks down at the floor kind of bashfully, and her cheeks get red. I'm very sorry, Miss Ulcie, for what the nobles are trying to do to your home, because it was her parents that started all of this land seizure into motion. And Ulcie says, "Oh, child, it wouldn't sit right with me taking gold from you. That's very kind of you." And Elzerna
No, no, no,
insists,
no, no.
yeah,
She already put it out there,
yeah, and
and
she
just
pushes it across the table. And Elsie says, "It's so kind of you. It's really nice of you. Let me see if I have something sweet for you. Oh, you should always have something sweet to start your day off." And she starts just talking about like old baking recipes that she had. And one of your cousins comes into the soup hut and looks at the 150 gold coins on the table and says, What's all that for, cousin? What you got going on there?" And this is like a really young goblin, like 6 years old.
and she starts scooping the rest of the gold that he plans to keep back into his bag. It's for uh grown up city stuff. Maybe you'll know one day, but I doubt it.
He says, "I ain't even gonna go into the city, Inchi. I'm gonna join the revolution. I'm gonna change the whole world, not just one city."
Well, there's more gold in the city though. How much gold are you making in a revolution?
He says, "Not much. Not there's actually very little gold in fighting nobility and guild masters."
Eh, eh.
And he looks at you and he says, "So, cousin Inchi, should I grow up to join the revolution or grow up to make a bunch of gold?" And he looks at you with innocent eyes, waiting for your sage advice.
And his sage advice is, "Oh, have you heard of the Thieves Guild? They kind of hide out in the sewers. It's real cozy down there.
Oh,
Oh,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of eyeballs."
He says, "The Thieves Guild, like Cousin Inchi," and he walks away with stars in his eyes and ideas about his future. Inchi, did you want to do anything else in Soup Hut Village?
She's not a great role model. Uh, you know what? And she's gonna go over to Sinesh, and
Okay.
he's going to wave at him. "Hey, frog boy. I see you're doing better."
Okay, yeah, Sinesh breaks away from Throm. Throm is training this goblin and ruby rabbit right now in the proper way to hold a spear. And Sinesh waddles over to you and he says, "Hey, Inchi, what can I do for you?"
Oh, no, I was just checking to see how you're doing. I didn't know if you bled so much of your slime out that you were a goner, but you're not.
He said, I did get pretty dry there. I looked like a non-humanoid frog that had died on the side of the road in the sunlight. Oh, it was pretty bad there for a while. Fortunately, we got a couple of good doctors over there at Snow Beetle Orchard for the ruby rabbits. So I'm gonna be
Yeah,
taken care of. And hey, I love killing nobles, and we killed quite a few of them.
yeah. No, you're looking very, very moist again.
He
Uh,
says, yeah,
but
you want to try it out? And he holds out his hand for a handshake.
not me. Where'd my cousin just go? Hey, kid, I got something for you to touch. Oh wait,
Sinesh pulls back his hand and is like, Inchi, it would be wrong to do this to a child. Come on, man.
yeah. He's just been pissing me off.
He says, yeah, first rule of living on the road is you never give anyone drugs without their consent.
Yeah. But he's mean.
And the goblin walks away going, the Thieves Guild, like Cousin Inchi.
Yeah, he's just not a good role model. Yeah, okay. I think that's about all I had here.
Okay. Elzerna was talking to your mom for a bit, talking about the past in Neverwinter. Elzerna says, I've always wanted to go to Neverwinter. And y'all start leaving, and as you're leaving and exiting the village, you notice that the goblin that Throm was training dropped his spear because he wasn't holding it properly. And Throm says, what did I tell you, boy? You have to have a firm hand on your spear and be ready to use it. Something in your mind is contradicting what the order I gave you. Go over there and stand with your arms outstretched until the sun goes down. Let the pain and excise the contradictory thoughts from your mind. You want to hold on to all of this, but you need to fight for it first. Do you do anything, Inchi?
Hey, he can put his arms down to eat some soup, right? I mean, soup time is coming up.
He says, he can eat after the sun goes down. He will not learn unless there is discipline. This is how you build an army, Inchi. An army of disciplined materialists that can take on the contradictions of the world around us.
Well, no, but the shadow's about to hit that tree, so it's gonna be soup time.
Sometimes in a fight, there is no time to eat. This is part of discipline. It is preparing them for the battles to come. We cannot pamper them and expect them to be warriors, Inchi.
I mean, you can always eat some soup in combat. I mean, you just, like, drink it.
Throm Stoker Kaz turns around to like fully look at you, and with each step he takes to turn around, the ground thunders under his weight. Boof, boof, boof. And he says, no, this goblin has volunteered to be a part of the Ruby Rabbits. He is under my command and my training. He will stand until the contradictions leave his mind.
But I mean, the contradict thingies wouldn't be in his mind if it was just in his stomach and, he just had some soup. I mean, you smell that. You want some soup?
The goblin is standing with his arms outstretched. This is like a teenager. He's about 16, and he says, "Cousin Inchi, it's okay. It's okay. I can do it. I can do it. I can be a proper warrior. I don't need soup."
Oh, well, yeah, but you want soup. Everyone wants soup.
He says, "I do want soup."
All right, yeah, sure. Have fun.
And he stands there with his arms outstretched, training to become a good, proper revolutionary. You get out of the village, you summon your phantom steed, and you ride off back towards Waterdeep. Brax, are you ready to do your shopping?
Yeah, we can.
Yep. Did anybody want to lay claim to the items that Brax posted?
Nope.
All right. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Brax.
Whoa. Brax had stuff? No, I'm kidding.
Let's see.
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
About one item.
Uh-huh.
The glass sword. Is that a one-time use, or is that an object that's going to be around all the time?
Where do you see glass sword?
Glass sword. Like halfway down in the second sheet.
Glass sword, one
I
charge.
see it.
Okay, yeah.
One charge.
That was what the conductor used as a weapon, so it has one lightning charge per day. It does an extra d6 of lightning damage per day. Or actually, if it's once per day, 1d12.
Oh yeah, oh my. I wouldn't have taken it. I would have just robbed him for the leather and the gloves, the gauntlets.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Brex, I'm looking over this. You can't get rid of the small metal box. That is what the golden keys use to contact you and give you missions.
What box?
Yeah.
Sorry, golden.
Small golden box, the third
Yep,
checked box. Yeah, you
I
need to
see
hold
it.
on to that.
We're gonna sell it anyways.
Yes.
And you want to get rid of the city watch uniforms?
No, I do not. All right, updated list coming through. There we go.
Trinket, Founders Day note, Castle Enter stuff, which is irrelevant now. Okay, I'm gonna say for all of this, especially with that special glass sword and oh, you posted an updated list. Getting
Yeah.
rid of the Black Doom Raider merch, getting rid of the red clothes, the infernal robes. Okay, I'd say for all of that, you're gonna get rid of your maul and hand axe.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use those new weapons.
Okay, so for all of that, I'll say that you get 250 gold coins.
I can understand 250 for everything but the glass sword. I would argue the glass sword is worth. It's a magic sword that can be used once per day.
All right. Let's haggle. Let's say that you get 175 for everything except but the glass sword, and let's haggle over what the glass sword would cost. You are talking to the armorer across the street at the Bent Nail. He buys weapons like this and resells them, and he says, "Look, yeah, it's clearly very well made, and it has these magical properties. It's going to be hard to sell though because it's a very specialty weapon. It's got to be handled with care, otherwise it'll shatter. It's going to
It
take."
won't shatter. I hit this thing with that maul that I just sold you. This thing can take a beating. It can take I can smash this thing on the ground. I could jump on it and it wouldn't break.
He says, "Do it. Show me."
It is a magic sword. I don't think it should. Insight. Is he going to actually let me do this, or is he trying to call my bluff?
He's calling your bluff.
Oh, I don't have to insight that. Dang. Blinken,
What?
get over here. I need your help with something, please.
All right. What? I'm just walking over and like looking at what do you want?
I'm gonna pull out the glass sword and balance it on top of two rocks,
Mm-hmm.
like how you would a board. And I'm like, I need you to jump on the sword, the
Excuse
magical
the fuck?
glass sword.
Excuse me, the fuck out of me. You want me to jump on a sword?
Yeah, jump on it. You're jumping on the flat side. You won't get hurt unless you fall.
and then I just let out a heavy sigh. All right, okay. And I guess I jump and see what happens.
You jump onto the magical electrical glass sword.
Yeah, he said it's fine, so I'm gonna do it.
I said it should be fine.
Blinking, you take 7 lightning damage as you land on the sword. You stumble off of it, your hair standing on end, but the sword does not break. It is a true magical sword. And Blinken, you would also know from your days of poring over guild spreadsheets, especially at the Bower and Fletcher's Guild, a magic sword that can typically go for like 200 gold coins.
Yeah.
So
see,
since I got shocked here and I jumped on the sword, and you could tell it's pretty well made and it's a magical sword, I think 200 gold would be fair.
Yeah.
As I fucking give Thorgan an evil eye, like, you son of a bitch.
So, do we have a deal? 4 and change for it? Like total?
Just 1 second. God.
It's okay. You're going to be getting a cut too.
I'm just gonna like pat my hair down a bit since it's sticking up. It's like alfalfa.
Oh, no. What you need to do is I lick my palm.
Ugh.
Okay.
Here, let me get that for you, buddy. It's the least
Oh,
I can
thanks. Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I'm lucky. Okay. I'm just gonna stop there and say thank you.
Yeah, the guy will agree on 375.
Okay. I shrug. I mean that sounds okay to me. What do you think, Thor?
I guess, yeah, okay.
All right, so you offload all of that merch and the special magic sword, and you get 375 gold coins from Talis. How do I say this name? Tal Islovenar, Fell Branch.
Why do I smell burnt toast? You son of a bit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, here's your share, and I'm gonna hand you 75, and I'm gonna put the 300 in the suitcase.
Okay.
All right. Um, I assume that's it for shopping.
I think so for the most part, right? Unless you could think of something
Yeah,
else.
it was just to like get rock gold out of all that.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all spend about 30 minutes making your way down to the Yawning Portal. After that shopping, it's like well into the morning. The Yawning Portal is going to be popping with people getting their ale and eggs as they get ready for or as they head out for the day. You walk up to the Yawning Portal, and outside you see Beaksley, the griffin that you were riding on last night, chained up to a post outside, being very well behaved. This is probably the best griffin in the Griffin's cavalry. It can actually be down on the ground and it isn't driven into a frenzy trying to attack horses, something that is very, very hard to do. You walk into the Yawning Portal and you see Volo Thrump Goddard and someone that you know is Rainier Neverember wearing a disguise because people are trying to kill him to get information about the Vault of Dragons. Elsewhere in the bar is the Thieves Guild representatives, the Sea Maidens Fair representatives. There are your friends from the Ruby Rabbits and the Artificer and Griffin McElroy. And sitting at the Doom Raiders typical table are a bunch of people with black hair and black clothes. Bonnie and Durnan are behind the bar, of course. What would you like to do?
I mean, I would go after Rainer and Volo myself, if anything, first, and then talk to them.
Okay. Let's do you. So you sit down at the table, and Volothamp says, "Oh, Master Blanken, owner of Troll Skull Tavern, how goes your day, boyo?"
Oh, getting the shop ready to be open. Speaking of Rainer, are you still interested on investing?
He says, "Oh, yes, yes, your tavern with the ghost bartender, correct?"
Yes, correct.
He says, "Yes, yes, I believe I offered to give you 200 gold coins, and that I could also facilitate the purchase of furniture, should you need that. I know I can get it straight from the guild house, without all the extra fees that come with it."
Yeah, I think we could strike a deal on that because we're getting close to settling things, and we're trying to get all the things situated. So I think we could make a deal for that.
He says, "Absolutely, absolutely. In exchange for saving my life, I'll facilitate that deal for the furniture at no charge. You'll just have to pay whatever the cost is. In terms of my 200 gold coin investment, what are we thinking? Profit share, or you pay me back with interest?" And Volothamp says,
Um,
"Rainier, do the profit share. Profit share, Rainier. Consistent income. Come on, boy."
and then I'm gonna smile and say, he kind of does have a point there, but I do think profit share would be good, but like it just depends on how much business we get. Okay, so I think profit sharing would be good. I'm just hoping that we could get some business.
He says, "Well, me and Volo here have friends all over the city. We can tell them all about the new tavern opening up with the ghost bartender. I'm sure you'll be able to get plenty of business that way."
Perfect. I expect you. Yeah, I think you all are. And I look at Volo. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sure you all are pretty good at advertising and whatnot. So that would be a good thing, a good step, good a little marketing in our system.
Rainier says that he'll do it by word of mouth. Volo says that he says, "My boy, I would love to write up an advertisement for you and put it in my next
Of course.
book. Of course, I'd have to charge you for such a illustrious promotion."
Uh-huh. We'll talk about that once we get customer.
Okay. So Rainer says, so profit sharing, what are we thinking? I think anywhere between 10% of profits to me is fair.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if we get the customers, I think that'd be good.
Okay. So whenever we do get the bar up and running, just because the pace of this campaign, we're gonna do the
Yeah.
finances for it by week instead of
Okay.
month. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the way I've been managing time, in like 2 months the story is going to be over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he says, absolutely. And Volothamp takes out a sheet of paper, and he's a notary. He knows all the legal stuff, so he writes up a simple contract. There's no room for either of you to play any like legal games with it. For Rainier's initial investment of 200 gold coins, he gets 10% of the weekly profits. If y'all make no money, you owe Rainier nothing.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. And Rainier looks to his left, he looks to his right, he makes sure no one is watching, and he signs his name on the piece of paper. And he says, take that contract over to whatever bank you have. They are familiar with me and my family name, and they will ensure that the gold gets put into your account. And Master Blinken, it seems like you're very, very close to opening, and I, for one, am very excited.
Yes, I am too. I am quite excited and a little anxious, but I think we'll make the business booming over there because especially with the attraction of the ghost, that'd be good.
All right, y'all shake hands on it. This is a very this is a professional deal. You know, you as a guild master or as a guild member, you know all the legalities and stuff, so you're able to make sure this
Mhm.
contract is airtight. Y'all talk about finances, how you're going to pay him the 10%, little details like that. Do you want
Yeah.
to talk to them about anything else? These are two people that know an awful lot about Waterdeep and the people inside Waterdeep.
Um, Trying to think of what else. I don't think right now I do. Maybe later I'll pop up later, but right now, no, I can't think of anything.
Okay, as you get up to walk away from the table, Volo says, print ads in my book are 15 gold coins a page. It'd be first printing. Great, great price
Okay,
for it.
calm down.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
okay. Uh, Thorgrin, do you want to do anything in the yawning portal?
Yes. I want to try to gather listen to the newest rumors. I want to know what's going on.
Pick a group to eavesdrop on.
The Sea Maidens Fair, I think, would be the.
Okay, so you come over here at a table. Bonnie comes by and takes your order. What you getting? Coffee, ale, something to eat?
Yeah, I'll just take a slice of pie and an ale.
She says, "Oh, excellent.
Hell yeah.
The Bakers Guild just delivered today's pies. I'll get you something sweet to go with it, sweet ale to go with it." And she does that. And as you are sitting here at the table, the clowns at the Sea Maidens Fair are singing a song about how well cooked their eggs are. And the gunslinger right here, the security for the Sea Maidens Fair that has those hand cannons that they use for defense, is scowling at all of them. He just abhors being around these clowns all day. And eventually he slams on the table and says, let me think about what he says. So you're trying to overhear gossip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a perception check, and if you roll high, we'll get you something good and juicy. The lower you roll, the less relevant the information will be to you.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, okay, okay. So with that, the gunslinger says, "Oi, get your acts all together. We're not here to goof about anymore. The fair is open. We need to go out there, not turn our tricks, and perform your tricks, perform your songs. Get some tickets sold today. Each of you has your quota. And remember, hide your hand cannons. They're illegal in the city." And then he points to one of the bards and says, "You, Joster, you're going to be with me today. We're going down to the Thieves Guild. Going to try to sell Xanathar and getting a few bards in there for his fighting tournament. That'll really help with the boss's plans." So the boss he's talking about is Captain Zarda Zord, the man that you met in the basement of El Torchel Academy, a man that you made part of your deal with Avi was that he told you a secret about the Sea Maidens Fair so that you could take over it better. That secret was that the human captain of the Sea Maidens Fair, Zardoz Zords, is actually a criminal drow elf from Luskin named Jarlax Braxley. Yeah, Jarlax Braxley. He is a smuggler. So the Sea Maidens Fair, They put on a fair, they put on a circus, they put on a show, and they sail from town to town doing that. Waterdeep is where they're going to be stationed for the winter. What they do is they like collect a bunch of like materials and illicit goods, and then when they set sail for a new city, they distribute it there on the black market. That's how they make their money. That's what the actual business is. They have a stranglehold on smuggling in the docks ward of Waterdeep. And apparently their boss is planning something with Xanathar during the fighting tournament. Sounds like these guys are going to try to mess with Xanathar, the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Okay. Blinken, did you want to talk to anybody else in the yawning portal?
As of right now, no, I don't think so. I just wanted to make sure I get my deal done with Rainer, and I should be good to go. Just next stop is the bank.
Okay. Just one quick note of housekeeping. The
Yeah.
artificer comes up to you. She saw you from across the bar and she liked your vibe. She comes up to you and she's like putting on her leather sleeve over her silver hand, and she looks at you and says, "Mr. Plantfoot, I wanted you to know that I wrote up a report on the business with the Assassin's Guild yesterday, and I took full credit for taking them down. I left you and the rest of the half pints out of the story, so if there's any blowback from Lord Growlhound, it won't affect you."
Okay. And I look at her and nod, and I said, appreciate that. I don't mind that, and it's probably best that I'm the only one that knows about that. So.
Yes, and she says, "And in terms of our Rakshasha friend, please keep an eye on
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I just nod, and this is it will be done. I will keep an eye on.
If you get word that he's up to anything suspicious, let me know. And if you ever need to defend yourself from him, divine magic or silver weapons. That's how you damage a Rakshasha."
Understood. Good to know.
All right. The artificer seems pretty paranoid about Rakshasha. She calls them inherently evil, but she does side
Yeah,
deals with the Thieves Guild, so who is she to say something
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
that? Vincent isn't gonna be like an enemy, but that's what her character would say.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. I don't think I perceive, at least Blinket doesn't perceive Vincent as an enemy. So
No, yeah. Yeah, he's your buddy. He's cool. He's a bit morbid, but
yeah.
he's cool. All right, she grabs a pot of coffee, straight black coffee from Bonnie, and she goes back to her seat with Griffin McElroy. All right, you two go back to the bank, or actually, Blinken, before you go to the bank, you remember that Xanathar said that since y'all are friends now, since y'all took down the Castlanters, he would help you knock some of the guild fees off of your renovation if you went and talked to
Oh yeah.
him and made a deal with him. Do you want to go down to the Thieves Guild and
Mm,
do that?
uh,
Now, when I say make a deal, not like making a deal with Avi, the salesman, make a
yeah, yeah,
deal
yeah.
like a contract with Xanathar.
Right. Contract with him. Yeah. Um. I mean, technically, it would be a good thing, but I feel like I should probably see if I could find Inchi first if I was going to do that.
Okay, well, and she's coming here at noon for you all to meet up together, so you
Yeah,
could wait
so
for
I'll
her.
probably do that. Yeah, I'll wait for that.
Oh, it's also a convenient excuse to get into the Thieves Guild and scope it out, because Xanathar
That's fair.
has a
Yeah.
piece of Aranax's soul somewhere, his voice. Okay, so let's see. And she's on his way to the yawning portal with Elzerna, and Huel and Schemo are talking to a shady doctor up here by the House of the Moon. Huel, did you have anything else you wanted to ask the good Dr. Alley?
No, I'll just sit there and smoke for a little while and then kind of like, Mr. Weird Bottle, there was something else we were supposed to do, weren't we? It's like one eye's closed, one eye's open. He's doing like the Forrest Whitaker.
Little
Oh my
Inchi
He's all
god.
smoked out.
Little Inchi pokes you in your shoulder and says, "You need to go pay the salesman."
Ah, yes, we need to go pay the salesman. I remember.
Oh, Huel, before you leave, did you want to buy a pound of Virginia Slim tobacco?
How much does he want for her?
Gold per pound.
Oh,
Oh god, yeah, I'm buying 2 pounds.
All right, yeah, and he hands you over two pounds of tobacco leaves that are wrapped up in a special paper. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Ali. I'll pass him the 2 gold. We'll be in touch most definitely.
Okay, just a second. Just a sec. Okay, you start making your way north to, where the salesman is usually set up every day, selling used carts to people in Undercliff and poor people in Waterdeep. Oh, shoot, that is a big token. Damn.
Oh my god, I'm glad you was talking about, bro. So stupid.
All
There's
right.
so many stupid memes of that.
Of what?
Forrest Whitaker with like the eye thing. There's so many.
That was heel smoking a minute ago.
There's a joke in Community where Donald Glover is trying to teach somebody how to fight, and he says, the key to fighting is don't fight. You just got to hit him with that Forrest Whitaker eye, and then he does that.
God damn it. Oh, Community is such a good show.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. It's good shit. Okay, so you exit through the north gate and you head up to the used cart sales area, and you can see him. The avatar of Asmodeus is pointing out different carts that look fancy. They have a nice coat of paint on them, but are filled with rotten wood and bad axles. And you can hear him say, folks, come here, come look at these carts, these beautiful, incredible carts. You're never going to find anything as good of a deal as this. I do financing. You can pay up front. We can barter with anything. Step right up to Mr. Avi's used cart emporium. And then he sees you guys come out, and he says, my old friend, one of my best friends, the guy that I made famous, Schemo Weirdbottle. How are you doing? And my new friend, Huel. Huel, I actually have something for you and your buddies. But first, we have some business to attend to. I know the city's been on lockdown, so I don't blame you for it, but you do owe me 75 gold dragons.
As a matter of fact, I do, Mr. Avi. And I'll start measuring out the 75 coins.
As you count those out one by one, Avi reaches into his coat and he pulls out his ruby red tobacco pipe, and he says, there is the most delectable scent about you today, if you don't mind me saying. It's really incredible. Do I smell tobacco on you, Huel?
As a matter of fact, and he's gonna keep counting up the coins with his arms, and the main chain's gonna come out, and he's like, I do. He pulls out a very cheap wooden pipe, like he carved it on the way here, and it's noticeably Avi's pipe is way better.
Yeah. His is like ruby. It's like glowing red in the sunlight. It's incredible.
Yeah, Huel's got ash marks all over it. He's like, here, have a.
You share it with Avi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him just a little bit.
He takes the pipe from you and he snaps his fingers. A flame appears out of his thumb, and he uses that to light the tobacco. And he takes a very respectable puff of it and makes sure that he does the short breaths to really catch the flame. And he says, ooh, that is some good stuff. That must have been grown in the southern lands. That's incredible. Perhaps, maybe even the best tobacco I've ever had. And he hands the pipe back to you. And at that point, you would be finished counting your 75. Little Inchi counts it with you. 73, 74, 75. All right, boss. Yeah, it's all there. He's got it. And you hand that over to Avi, and he just takes it in his hand, like his hand just is able to grab all 75 coins and hold it. And then he closes his hand into a fist and opens it back up, and the gold is gone. And he says, Huel, I believe that is 100 gold coins paid toward your debt. You're almost halfway through paying off your cart. Or actually, what did he sell it to you for? 200 or 150? I think it was
250.
250? Yeah, so you're almost halfway there. Look at what happens when you put your nose to the grindstone and do a little bit of hard work. You can do incredible things. And you look over at Schemo, and he's making the jerk off motion at Avi.
God damn it.
He tries not to laugh. He's kind of just like when someone's messing around, you're trying to keep a straight face, just nodding and agreeance. Yeah.
And Avi says, well, since we're such good friends these days, Huel, since we're the best of friends, really, since we're going to be doing business together in the future, I decided I would do something uncharacteristic. I have some things to just give you to help you in getting to the Vault of Dragons, things to help you, take out Xanathar or Schemo's friends here, or even Schemo if he betrays you. And Schemo says, Avi, shut the fuck. And Avi says, how about you stop? And Schemo needs to roll a constitution check. And Schemo stops mid sentence, stops moving, stops breathing, and his eyes grow wide in panic. And Avi says, Huel, come look at this over here. So, for Blinken, I have this wonderfully made silvery moon dragon saddle. It'll be perfect for Blinken. It'll be great. And then for Thorgrin, I actually have some pure gold knuckle dusters for him. So that's two for Thorgrin. And then for you, Huel, there's so many things I could get you. You and I have the best relationship, so I'd be happy to get you anything that would help you out. Would you like some armor? Would you like some musical instruments? What would you like, Huel?
I look over at Schema and be like,
His eyes are like wide in panic. He cannot breathe. He cannot move.
I think we're all right now. If you could just let Schemo go, or at least let him breathe for a second.
He was getting a bit too big for his britches, so he can tough it out for a minute more. How about this, Huel? And he pulls out what looks like a piece of medical equipment. It's big. It's like what the ladies have like to curl their like eyelashes, like that little metal contraption that like presses them into shape.
Yeah, a clamp.
Yeah. He pulls out a clamp that the end of it can hold an object the size of your fist. He says, "This is a special pair of silver clamps. It will be absolutely great for ripping the Heartifice's bismuth heart out." And he hands those over to you. And he says, "Schemo, do whatever you want." And Schemo goes and starts breathing normally.
I didn't say anything about ripping anyone's heart out. How did you know about that?
And he looks over at Little Inchy, and Little Inchy looks at you and shrugs his shoulders.
Ah, yes. I see.
Huel,
News must travel fast in these parts of the city.
he says, "Oh, I know just about everything that happens. Everything except where the Vault of Dragons is. That dastardly, not very nice at all, Lord Neverember. Oh, he tricked me. He tricked me good. I respect him, actually. He pulled one over on me, and I thought he was too dumb to do it. So now because of the terms of the deal I made with him, I am forbidden from entering or even knowing the location of the Vault of Dragons. That's why you and I are going to work so well together."
So well. Swimmingly, you'd say.
Yeah.
Yes. Huel, is there anything else you'd like to discuss with Avi Tar?
No, I'd pay him the gold, and I would try not to accept his gifts and just try to leave.
Oh, you don't want the dragon's saddle or the gold knuckle dusters? They're free. And whenever
Yeah, I
Avi
don't.
says something, it is true. He cannot lie to you. He's not interesting if he's able to lie to you.
I see Schemo like heaving for his breath and coming back, and I guess I'll take them.
All right, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Avi. We'll put these to good use. Don't worry.
This is excellent, most excellent. All right, and y'all start heading back to Waterdeep, and you're going to go and meet everybody else at the Yawning Portal. All right, so Huel and Schemo and Elzerna and Inchy would all get to the Yawning Portal at the same time. Y'all file in, and you fall in with Thorgrin and Blinken sitting at a table. Elzerna casts a disguise self on herself to make herself look older so that she can get into the Yawning Portal. And y'all are all together to discuss whatever you want. Blinken, you wanted to talk to Inchy about going to the Thieves Guild together.
Yeah. So I look at Inchi while people are coming in, and I'm like first looking at the group and says, well, sounds like we got an eventful day going. Rainer, is definitely going to help us out with the 200 gold, and he'll take a little bit of profit if we do make some money there. So that's good. And then for another idea that I forgot about, and I look at Inchi, I think it's hard for me to say, but I think I want to talk to your boss there at the Thieves Guild. Not was that mind flayer Nil Horde, the Xanathar.
Oh, you want to talk to the big eye guy?
Yeah, because he said that he would potentially help me out with some fees and stuff for the bar. So I wonder what he got in mind. Because obviously he's probably going to want me to do something, and I wonder what that something would be. I'd rather not kill people or something, but I'm just curious.
Why? You're good at it.
No, you're good at it, especially with old people. Anyways, I want to I want to find out what type of detail the job would entail. I mean, if I have to kill people, it just feels weird.
Well, I mostly talked to Nilhor, but we can ask if Xanathar wants to talk. I
Okay.
mean, we ended on good terms with the Castellator ordeal.
Yeah, I thought
I
so.
think.
So I thought so. Maybe we'll get in touch with him that way and see if he'll want to help us out, because I he seems to be pretty resourceful and knows his ways around the guilds. So if he could narrow down the costs for us, then it would probably be beneficial in the end.
Yeah, sure. I'll bring you down there for that, and you come along with me while I talk to them about an acre of land that I want them to keep safe. So it's a win-win.
Okay. Okay.
Is the plan to like be friendly to them?
Is that Thorgrim speaking?
Yeah.
Okay. It depends. It sounded like Nilhort was using the who's that noble guy?
The one, yeah, Growlhound, the one that you have the Devourer in.
Oh yeah, the one that I helped crack open his skull and put another brain in there. Yeah, him. It
Yeah,
sounded like Nilhor was using him to try to buy out and kick my family off my land. So
Okay, because I have some information that may or may not be of use to Xanathar, and if we tell him, we could help him. If we didn't tell him, then bad stuff might happen.
Yes. So
So
I want to make two metagame notes right here. First off, it's been a while since the Lord Growlhound getting intellect devoured. So let me recap what that's about. Xanathar and Nilhor identified that the Castlanters were going to try to elect Lord Growlhound so that they could enact their Castellanter will over all of Waterdeep. The noble will, the noble way. But Xanathar secretly took over Lord Growlhound. So Xanathar's plan is to have Lord Growlhound make a bunch of promises to the nobles so he can get noble support and become Open Lord. And then when he becomes Open Lord, he's going to turn his back on the nobles and give everything he can over to the guilds. And Xanathar owns a piece of every guild in the city. He's a mobster like that. So that's their plans with Lord Growlhound. And then y'all have another opportunity here to pit two factions against each other. If the Sea Maiden's Fair is trying to do something to Xanathar, that could aid y'all, because it could weaken Xanathar. Vice versa, you could get in good with Xanathar by helping him deal with the Sea Maiden's Fair. So y'all have that choice to make.
so
Right now, the Sea Maiden's Fair kind of does extra security for the Xanathar Thieves Guild, and Xanathar uses the Sea Maiden's Fair to smuggle things out of Waterdeep, so they kind of have that surface level relationship, but it seems like the Sea Maiden's Fair is trying to fuck with Xanathar somehow in a secret way.
Thorgrim, how about this? It is unlikely, but not impossible. You get to punch a mind flare today. But in the meantime, they have a fighting arena down there, and I think you could kick some butt.
are weapons allowed?
Inchi, Kickin' John is right over here, and he knows a lot about it. You want to invite him over to the table?
Yeah, and she waves to John. Hey, Mr. Kickin, come over here. I got a question.
Kicking John kicks himself out of the seat and he runs over to you guys and he says, "Hey, Inchi, how you doing, my man?" And he raises up his foot and he curls his toes for a little fist bump.
Oh, Itchy was gonna dap up his foot. Hey, it's good to see you, Mr. Kicking.
Yeah. So what's up? You want to know more about the fighting tournaments?
Yeah, is there weapons allowed? Like, Thorgan, what do you use? Chains? An axe? He kills with a lot of things.
He says,
Anything and everything.
He says,
Ah,
yeah.
see?
So the fights that take place in the pit of blood and despair, those are done in a few different ways. When a member of the Thieves Guild wants a promotion, they can enter to the death fighting tournament where they fight all the other people that are trying to become lieutenants. That is a fight to the death. But about once a month, Xanathar has what he calls an open tournament where anybody can come into the fighting pits, and there's two rounds or two separate tournaments. There's unarmed combat and then there's combat. If you agree to participate in fights to the death, the payout at the end is much, much higher. But no, you do not have to fight to the death. You can just fight for entertainment.
Oh, you see, there you go.
I mean, he had me at fight, so
Yeah.
Oh, then I recommend
Uh,
entering the fight to the death tournament. The payout is insane. 300
what?
gold coins.
Okay, but like if I bet on myself, what are the odds?
Well,
Like if I showed up, what do you think the odds would be?
Well, the 300 gold coins, that comes from Xanathar himself. If you want to do any betting on the side, I happen to know a goblin that takes all the bets at the Thieves Guild. His name is Kickin' John. And I'd say for you, we can get you odds, I don't know how betting works, 1 to 10.
So for every $1 we bet, we get $10.
If you win, yes. Yes, I can spread around that you're some newbie to Waterdeep. You think you're some upstart, make everybody think that you're just some piddly little dwarf, and then you come in there and you give them the old 1-2 kick.
Okay, Kickin' John, got a question for you. If we got some
Absolutely.
numbers running, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 1 to 10 bet to the death?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He says,
How?
to be clear, that means you win the whole tournament. That means you win like 5 rounds of combat or
Yeah,
5 different fights to the death.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
I believe in Thorgan.
Okay. Yep. I just wanted to make sure you know that. And the way that we'll do this, I'm not gonna like set a date like, oh, that's happening in 3 days. Whenever y'all decide you want to enter a fighting tournament, that will happen to be the time that the fighting tournament's going on.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Okay. So, did you guys get all of your shopping out of the way, or are we ready to go down to the Thieves Guild?
I think we got our shopping done.
Pretty sure we're good.
Great.
Well, I'm waiting to pick up some new weapons.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm waiting for the blacksmith across the street from the bar to give me a couple weapons. So I wouldn't mind having those before we go there, because maybe they'll have the death match going on. Wink, wink.
The death match will be like its own story that I have planned. Can we do that in a couple of stories while you're waiting on your weapons to be
Sure. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will be its whole thing. Like that would be a good chance for y'all to find Aranax's voice in the Thieves Guild hideout too.
Okay. Oh, I know what we. Okay. Yeah. Let's go on down, but Kickin' John, you can go now.
He says, I gotta go to the Thieves Guild anyway. I can guide you there.
yeah. Tag along,
Sure.
Mr. Kickin.
Meet us out front. I just gotta talk to the guys for a second.
Okay, all right, yeah. He goes to the bar and he settles up his tab. And as he's paying Bonnie, Bonnie looks over at you, Inchi, and she smiles at you, her white teeth, and she like nods towards you. She's happy to see you,
And she waves eagerly.
she waves back. Okay, what did you want to talk about, Thorgrim?
All right, so I'm gonna, wave everyone closer so they all lean in. I'm gonna be like, listen. So I heard a couple rumors, like I was mentioning, that thing going on against Xanathar. They got these things called hand cannons. Yeah.
Yes, y'all have all seen the hand cannons in action. You saw it when you fought the Doom Raiders because y'all paid a member of the security forces the gunslingers to help y'all out with that. It's a gun, but we're calling it a hand cannon.
Yeah, they got
How
one
can
of
you?
those.
Mhm.
Huh?
No, go for it.
No, they got one of those fire sticks, that they hit the switch and bang! And I like slam the table as hard as I can, like I'm making everything shake, like the table's shaking. Bam! Anyways, so we need. I was thinking if we help Xanathar, we let the attack happen. We help Xanatar retaliate in condition that we get to take over the dock.
Uh,
Think about it.
well,
Think about it. If we're opening a bar, we need a way to get goods in. We have this. The tunnel. We have the tunnel. That way we can get local stuff in relatively, cheaper. But importing, we need access to the docks, and if there's another gang running it, that's an issue for us. Because, we're going to have to pay protection fees for the warehouse. We're going to have to pay protection fees for, delivering the good. Let's get rid of that. See if we can take over the docks.
I was hoping we could use this leverage to broker my land for my mommy and my family. And keep them safe.
Inchi, how would you like to live in the dock district and not be forced to travel in the sewer? Now you get to choose to willingly go down there.
Yeah, but my mommy doesn't like making sewer soup, and
I'm sure they can live in one of the warehouses. I'm sure there's an empty one somewhere.
Or a house. They're goblins, not animals.
Well, I
They're pretty
mean,
close.
like, it's a warehouse. They can build up in there. It could be like a goblin colony. Imagine
Right.
this is Unit 47, home of Inchi. What's your last name?
Blank.
Blank?
Soup.
Sure, soup. I mean, he's just inchy.
The home of the famous Inchi family. This is the Inchi stronghold, and it's big house full of little houses.
That's a better name. I just hear infestation, and I prefer.
Well, I
whatever
mean,
you
you're
said.
goblins. What's if?
Thorgrim, they're people, not animals, Stacy says.
No, I know they're not animals. I mean, they smell like 'em, sound like 'em at times.
And she's scratching his ear like a dog.
Schemo
Well,
says,
well,
on our travels near Baldur's Gate, we found this tavern that was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they were always packed. They had at least 150 people in there at all times. So a warehouse can have plenty of space for a village.
Yeah, and if I'll allow them to build their own businesses in the warehouses.
but my mommy grows some crops that she like throws into the soup. I don't think you can grow crops in the sewer. There's not enough sunlight.
Well, I mean, we have the tunnel to import the goods.
Can we import sunlight?
I mean, I'm gonna look out the window. I realize that there's not a ceiling outside. Yeah, I think we could get sunlight into the docks.
Oh, well, problem solved. Okay.
And dirt will be easy, seeing how you pack it everywhere.
All right. Well,
we'll have
go
enough for
with,
a farm eventually.
We'll go with your idea first, and I'll run it by my mommy later.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. As y'all are getting up to leave, a few things happen. One, this group of people that was sitting in the Doom Raiders spot in the bar begin to leave. As they walk by, one, they all smell atrocious. Just BO to the max. They're wearing all black and their hair is dyed all black, and some of them have patches sewn into their shirt or their skirts that say the Doom Raiders. And they walk by you. Schemo is in a disguise because he's a wanted man in Waterdeep. And as they walk by you, this one right here, labeled Stan, looks at all of you, and like his eyes kind of hover on all of you. And as he looks at you, you notice his eyes are all white. And they just continue on walking out of the yawning portal. And Schemo says, "Oh, gods, them? They're back in Waterdeep? Those are some of our biggest fans. Stalkers, really. They're insane. They would sell their soul to Davil if given the chance."
You know, with the white eyes, that reminds me of something.
No, he's always had white eyes. He's a weird freak. I think he's technically undead. He never ages.
You ever heard of mushrooms?
He says, "Boy, have I."
Okay, because lean in, I got another story for you. So I heard there's been an outbreak.
Okay.
Yeah, giant mushrooms wandering around. They have spores that like get into your mind.
Oh, Microds, right? Microds from the Underdark.
Microniids, I think they were.
He says, "Yeah, man. They're good. They're interesting people. We did a tour of the Underdark once. They don't really give you the same effect as the psychedelic mushrooms, but a few of them have the spores that really mellow you out, and a few of them have the spores that get you really amped up. Always great to have those guys at a show, amping the whole crowd up."
Yeah, I heard that they can like also like paralyze you. I heard they also taste pretty good in soup.
Microds? You ate a mushroom person?
No, I said I heard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, apparently they're like a delicacy in some places.
He says,
I want to
you
try
ever-
these mushrooms.
You ever heard of Gracklestug?
No.
Yeah, these Micronians are like considered a delicacy for like a pie down there.
Thorgren, are you
Like a
trying
mushroom pie.
to convince me to kill and roast a mushroom person? Because
That's
frankly, I'm down.
I mean, no, but well, I mean, there's a tunnel. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I was telling you a story.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
So
Even
there's an
Elzerna
outbreak.
goes, what is the what topic?
The topic was I heard there was an outbreak down under downstairs.
Oh yeah, you met
Bunch of mushroom folk have
a colony of microds at the first level of the Undermountain.
yeah. I heard that they're setting up a camp down there, running away from something or something.
You did not hear any of that. They just live down there.
Yeah, I'm making up a story.
Okay.
It could be true. You don't know. I mean, you do know. You're the DM. But
Yeah.
hey, it's a cool rumor I'm making up.
Schemo doesn't know that you're lying. So okay. Is there a point to this, or are you just being funny?
No, I was
Okay.
being funny.
You're trying to set something up. Schemo seems like interested in it. He's like, "Man, that actually sounds pretty cool." And Elzerna says, "Mushroom people. I'd love to study them." Okay. Anything else at the yawning portal?
I think that's it.
Okay. Y'all step out and you meet up with Kick and John. Those Doom Raider mega fans, the fanboy, the fangirl, and the Stan, are all standing outside smoking cigarettes, like the old timey, like hand rolled ones, no filter, back in the day when men were men and fangirls were fangirls. And Kick and John says, "All right, let's head over to the sewers. I love coming to the yawning portal. There's 4 sewer access points around here. It's great." And he walks y'all over here. He lifts up the gate with one of his foot, and with his head, he kind of motions after you.
And she goes to go in first, but he says, someone might need to hold Huel's hand. He doesn't do good with the eyeballs.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I'll
she
stay
jumps
far
in.
behind you guys.
Hey, you need help, Huel? Oh my God, what's that over there? And I'm gonna point behind Huel at an upward angle.
Huel, do you fall for that?
Look, where? They're looking all
Push you in-
over.
I'm gonna push you into the sewer. I heard that he needed help, and in my mind, it's like, oh, he doesn't want to go into the sewer. Oh, poor guy. Push. Completely
Use your
irrelevant to what you were talking
fist.
about.
Schemo,
Like, slowly
gets,
fading.
gets down on like all fours and like yells down into the sewer, "Protect the tobacco!"
Well,
Okay.
the tobacco's fairly dry because he fell an Inchy, and Inchy broke the fall.
Okay. You all get down into the sewers, and that's where we're going to call it for the night. Next session, we will pick up with negotiations with Xanathar, and then the opening of the bar.
Hell yeah.
All
The
right.
fun.
This was very fun, guys. Welcome to part 2 of Wicked City.
Where was Sam?